Good evening, I'm Brian Levine here at J. Bergman Field, where your UCF Knights just defeated the Citadel 9-7 with the help of Derek Solberg, who went 4 for 5, and Erik Barber, who had 4 RBIs in the game. Tanner Olson picked up his first win, while Tyler Martin picked up his first career save. Let's listen to what Erik Barber and head coach Terry Rooney had to say after the game.
Okay, well, Coach, you wrapped up today with a victory. I know it kind of dragged on a little bit. It was hard to get some outs there at the end, but you got to be happy to bounce back with 2 wins here in the tournament.
Well, I really am. Certainly what I'm most proud of is that the guys, after a tough loss on Friday night, we're a strike away from winning that game in the 9th inning. To bounce back and beat 2 very, very good ball clubs says a lot about the character of this team, and that's what I want the guys to focus on. You're right, we certainly have a lot of things we need to get better at, and throwing strikes is one of them. But overall, really pleased from a team standpoint what those guys did.
Coach, maybe not the length of the last 2 nights, but still only 1 run out of your starting pitcher, Robbie Howell. Talk about his performance and what starting pitching has meant to you early on in the season.
I think overall our starting pitching has been very good. When you look at it, we've had a lot. I kind of look at it as what's a quality start, and we've had a lot of, almost every night has been a quality start. I thought Robbie did okay today. He had some very good moments. Robbie's going to be a very, very good pitcher for us. I took him out there because it's like a lot of young guys. Sometimes when you lose your command, it has a tendency maybe to get away from you. Where some makes a little bit more experience may know how to get out of those jams. So that's why I took him out. But Robbie did it. Like I said, I thought Robbie did a pretty good job out there, and he's going to be a very good pitcher for us.
Derek Solberg continues to hit the ball well. Another solid day today.
Well, I tell you, Solberg you're right. He's certainly, hopefully, continuing to come into his own. He's a great athlete. He's the fastest guy on our team. And I think he has an opportunity to be a very special player. We put him up there in the 2-hole, to be able to do a few things for us and create a little bit more offense. And he's been doing that for us. He did a nice job. And I thought we had a lot of guys that had good weekends. Also, Erik Barber. I thought Erik Barber did a really good job for us this weekend. I thought Erik Barber had some great at-bats for us today in this particular game. Some great at-bats, some 2-strike, RBI opportunities, and did a great job. I thought he swung the bat well for us.
Coach, Joe Marotta at Florida had a real rough outing. Zach Favre on Friday blew the save. What does it mean for them both to get you out of jams at different times today?
Well, it means we need them. We're counting on them. Listen, the number one area in our program that needs to get better is we need to throw more strikes. Really, that's what it comes down to. We've had, out of our bullpen, really the emphasis is throwing more strikes out of our bullpen. We need to throw a few more strikes overall. But listen, if you're a relief pitcher, you got to come in and you got to command the strike zone. It's pretty simple, and we're giving away way too many free passes, as we call them, whether it's a walk or hit batter, and we need to get better at that, and we will, and those guys will, everybody will. It's not just wasn't just today. Obviously, that 9th inning was tough. It's very tough. For us, Tyler Martin came in and did a great job. At the end of the day, he got the outs that we needed in a very tough situation, and he did a really, really good job, and he's going to get the ball more as we continue to go. He threw a lot of innings for us, and to go out there and finish that game off says a lot. But, our bullpen needs to throw a lot more strikes, and we're going to continue to work on that.
After the first 2 weeks, first 7 games, are there any pleasant surprises, maybe some things that you weren't sure about heading into the year that you've been pleasantly surprised with here?
I don't think there's anything necessarily we're surprised with. I think there's been some guys that have just really maybe matured from a baseball standpoint a little bit quicker. They're not playing like young guys, and I think, as you alluded to, Derek Solberg is really starting to come into his own. And I don't care whether you're a high school guy or a junior college guy. When you come into a 4-year university, it is different. And the key to success is to shrink the learning curve as quick as possible. And I think some of those newcomers done a good job, and I think Cam Gellinger has gotten off to a very good start for us and done a terrific job at third base. He has made some great plays down there. He was a high school shortstop, but a lot of guys were. Most of the time when you recruit kids, a lot of those guys are shortstops, and you put them all around, and we'll see where his future goes from a position standpoint, but he's doing a great job for us at third base. And again, I think overall the newcomers, first-year guys in our program are doing a good job, and the returners are also. So, overall right now I'm pleased with where we are, but we certainly have a lot more areas we need to get better at.
Just kind of talk about the importance of this next week, some big games going on the road for your second time midweek to JU, and then you got a big weekend series after that at Ole Miss.
Real big. Listen, we've got, like I said before, our schedule's great. It really is, and I told the guys that we need to go do something we haven't done yet, and that's win on the road. Although we've only been once, we're going to need to go up to JU and have a strong outing and go up there and hopefully carry that momentum going into Ole Miss, which is a very, very good team. But obviously, from when you look at the bigger picture, RPI-wise and those kind of things, that they're important games. But our schedule's great. I mean, it really is. And I thought to to go 2-1 this weekend against these teams, outstanding teams, I thought it was a really good weekend. I'm really glad this tournament was great. You know, I really appreciate all the hard work of our grounds crew and our game operations people. That tarp went on, I think, 100 times it seemed like, and our grounds crew just did an awesome job all weekend. I thought the tournament went great, so really appreciate everybody's help with it.
Only playing JU once this year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just to kind of pay them back? Because last year they came here twice, and you went up there once on that weekend. Is that sort of how?
Yeah, yeah. So we had a few scheduling, just kind of timing issues. So we will be playing them a home and home in future.
That would have been a victory, but you guys bounced back. One last night, one tonight. What's the mindset of the UCF baseball team right now?
Well, Rooney always preached that on Sunday. He call it Championship Sunday. So we just like to come out with energy, you know, like first inning we like jumped on them. And even with infield outfield, I was watching the guys, and I was like, these guys look kind of slow. They're not ready to play. So, you know, first inning, you know, score 4 runs. So just wanted to jump on them. So
you guys talk about going and getting off to a hot start, scoring early?
Because, you score early, you can, you know, do more things. You know, you got the lead, you know, the pressure's off, you know, the pitchers and, you know, the other guys. So you score early, you know, good things will happen.
You've been making the most of your opportunities here this season. Seem like you're looking at the plate a little better than you were last year. It's just 1 year older, more experience. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that, and also just having confidence in myself. I say that every time I go to bat, just believe in yourself and have confidence, and you know, you put yourself in a position where you only can succeed. That's all, you know, I think about. So my success that I have, you know, I'm happy for it, and you know, like I said, just have confidence in myself. So.
After the first 2 weeks, you know, what's kind of the mindset of this team? You know, I know you had one you'd like to get back on Friday night, but you guys got some important games coming up. Do you guys, I know you just got over with this one. Are you kind of looking at the bigger picture and the importance to get wins here as you go on the road for a week?
Really just take one game at a time. The main thing is really just to win. I know, you know, we had some mistakes where we, you know, lost that game to Ohio State, but Rooney calls it the midnight rule. Like once the, you know, midnight comes, you know, flush it out, come next day, you know, ready to play and ready to get another W. So that's our mindset.
What are the keys to playing on the road? You've been in this program a few years. There's a lot of freshmen on this team that have never really been on a real road trip. You know, it's different going back and forth midweek. You're going to be getting on a plane and going up to Ole Miss this weekend. What are the challenges when you go on playing on the road?
Really just stay relaxed. You know, just play the game. You know, just play like you here. You know, playing here at UCF, you know, you got the fans, you know, get a little rowdy, but just know that we all playing the same game. So just go out there, relax, just, you know, take it slow it down. That's a big thing. Slow everything down and just play the ball. That's the main thing.
Good. Appreciate